Caleb Gaffera, Max Garcia on the power very early. It will get the green, though, as the field's together, and all 41 X30 Pro Juniors rocket up the top to turn number 3. One driver taking evasive action down in turn 2, but the rest are clean into turn 4 for the very first time in main event action, and we're racing for the first of 7 classes here at the U.S. Pro Kart Series, second round of the season in Mooresville, North Carolina. Gaffera leads them into the infield hairpin for the first time.
Yeah, Gaffera went from not making it to the show to leading the show in X30 Junior. He is now going to tuck right behind Garcia. Garcia on point. Here comes a crossover. There it is. Gaffera back on point. Garcia now running in P2, and Christian Miles rounds out the 3-pack. But right now, it looks like Aiden Ingrata may be looming in the 4th position. Oh, that's not Ingrata on the 4th spot.
That looks to be Jorge Ortiz with a fantastic start from 6th on the grid. Drops into 4th here, and a little breakaway like you mentioned already. Here's Max Garcia going by on Gaffera, and he gets through to the lead, this time successfully.
Christian Miles got pinched there for a moment, but he is now going to maintain the 3rd position as Ortiz running in 4th. Oh, there's a pass on the inside. Gaffera loses 1 spot. Ortiz tries to make up 2 coming down the line. Gaffera now is going to push Miles down into turn 1.
He'll give Christian Miles the extra oomph he needs to get clear for 2nd, which is good for Christian Miles, of course. Not so good for Jorge Ortiz. Great for Max Garcia. Here comes Ortiz back down the inside. This time gets clear. Miles is going to drop all the way to 5th as Ingrata is able to get by. So Aiden Ingrata up to 4th. Behind Aiden Ingrata, joining the party here, Teddy Musella Christian Miles right there. Then Jacob Kolar. Musella's a little ways back as Christian Miles gets another one back. He gets by Ingrata, moves back up to 4th.
We're about to have a 4-cart, possible 5-cart, as there goes Ingrata on the inside of Miles, takes the spot away, no crossover. He was able to pinch him off. There's a shot of the top 3. Garcia out in front, Ortiz in 2nd, and then the caboose of the top 3 of Caleb Gaffera trying to separate the 3 from the rest of the pack.
Here they come to the inside. Ortiz looking with Gaffera on Garcia. He gets through. So Jorge Ortiz to the point.
Now Garcia, who was on point, finds himself in the 3rd spot right behind Gaffera. Miles out in front. Here comes the inside dive bomb. Gaffera tries it. Garcia tries to follow. Garcia still door to door as they make their way out. And it looks like Garcia is going to have to yield to P2. Gaffera now on point.
Extensive, to say the least. Here comes Christian Miles on Ingrata. Takes back the 4th position.
Here's a shot of the rest of the field. Leaders now going into turn 8, making their way back out.
Oh,
major
Ingrata's
contact
around. Ingrata with wheel hopping with someone else, and Aiden Ingrata. That's going to be some massive championship implications for himself and Caleb Gaffera. Gaffera here still hanging on to this lead group. He, in fact, leads the pack. Garcia 2nd, Ortiz 3rd, and Aiden Ingrata. A DNF now coming here for the Saturday main event in Mooresville after getting put sandwiched. It looked like 3 wide coming out of turn 8.
Garcia has been able to catch back up. He closed the gap back down, and he is now within view of the leader. Down by 2 kart lengths, making the way over into turn 8. Not close enough to make a move. He is trying to bide his time, close that gap up, make sure that he saved his tires.
Sebastian Weldon digging forward. It looks like he's cracked the top 10. Indeed, Sebastian Weldon, fastest driver on the racetrack, up 8 spots. Digging forward up to 9th. He could crack a top 5 here before this one's all said and done. There's the pass we were talking about for 3rd. Miles able to get by on Ortiz. So Christian Miles moves up into a podium position.
For these kiddos that are racing on track, there is 2nd and 3rd, followed by 4th and 5th place of Enzo Vimontian. As there's a pass to 6th spot, there went Michael Costello on the inside of G3, trying to see if he can't get by.
Here goes Costello losing a position to Sebastian Weldon. Weldon up a position again, so that's another one on the ticker for him. Headed up the hill, Weldon on the bumper of Argyros, looking for the 6th position. He'll take it into the bowl. That puts him P6, 11 spots gained to Christian Miles, but he's just kind of pushing on him, hoping maybe something will happen for the leaders. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They lost another 1/10 of a second that time by. Jacob Kolar here is the next driver to maybe catch Teddy Musella and G3 Argyros in the PK Sports North America Alonso Kart. He has the fastest time of the race to his name. He is quicker than them by a couple tenths a lap. Could very well get there. He has come from well outside the top 15 And now Sebastian Weldon's drive forward might get him all the way into the top 5 as Enzo Vidmontien leads him down the front straightaway. Here they come to turn number 1. Weldon looking, gonna go inside down to turn number 1, and he gets the job done. Max Garcia has gone by Caleb Gaffera and taken over the top spot with now 5 laps to go. They've logged 18 to make it 19 laps together. Nose to tail with Gaffera out front. This is the first time Garcia has seen clean air. Maybe he saved up a little bit of stuff, trying to keep his tires nice and cool, and can put a little bit of a distance between himself. Nearly 8 for Parker DeLong. Here's a pass, 3 to go, and Gaffera wants to lead back. He'll take it away.
Gaffera out in front. Garcia's going to trail. Again, that's not going to take some time out of their gap, but here comes Garcia for the pass back. He is now out on point. 3 laps were to go at the line. It's going to be 2 to go this next time. Garcia and Gaffera is going to be the final 2 showdown. Gaffera has a quick look to the inside. Is he going to pass him here? Garcia defends. No pass is going to happen. No crossover either. Nose to tail up through turns 10 and 11. Making the way through the final couple of corners. Gaffera now is going to be sizing his options. They got 2 laps. Do I pass him into 1 and wait to get passed back? Or do I wait until the white flag and risk having to be perfect to make my move for the win?
So 2 to go here. Garcia's going all the way to the bottom side to block. Look at this. Sebastian Weldon is going to have a chance at a podium. He's reeled in Christian Miles and Jorge Ortiz. So simultaneous battles going on. The battle for the lead and the win between Garcia and Gaffera just starting to go. And now the battle for 3rd. Can Sebastian Weldon come from 17th on the grid up into P3? It would be a heck of a feat. And right now the JC karting team, Lando Norris car drivers, got a shot as Garcia still plays defense. Now we're watching the group behind. Weldon gets by into 3rd. What a run forward for Sebastian Weldon. He gets by on Ortiz and Miles both, and with a big cushion to boot. White flag coming this time by.
He is in the podium spot. Oh, a little sideways there in the back action. Here's the pass for the lead. Garcia defending on the inside. Gaffera now onto the back bumper. Bumper making the way over to turn 3. Gaffera look for Garcia to defend going into 4 and look for Gaffera to try to pass on the outside.
Gaffera not able to get by there here. Max Garcia holds the bottom side. Holds the inside into 5. Defends nicely. We'll watch them through the infield here. Sebastian Weldon looks to be relatively safe, so we'll stay on the top 2 as they go to the hairpin. Garcia blocks the bottom. Pins Gaffera up top. Coming out of turn number 9. Nicely done. Over to 9. Blocking again. Gaffera can't get underneath him. Garcia holds strong. 1 more corner to go. Max Garcia trying to seal the deal to make it 3 different winners. Gaffera puts the bumper to him. And Caleb Gaffera, a bump and run for the win across the line. Garcia with his head in his hands. And Sebastian Weldon, what a drive. 17th to 3rd for Sebastian Weldon and the JC karting team going nuts over a fantastic run forward. 14 spots gained to get a podium with 2 to go, but